What have you read?
Revenge always happens at Christmas time. At least it does at our house. It was the most wonderful time of the year. The fake pine tree had been strung with tinsel to hide its bald spots. The stockings were stuffed with candy wrappers that my brothers had tried to hide. And the fireplace had been booby-trapped in the event that Santa should dare visit the Budarakis household. I was sprawled on the living room couch, wrapped in my new purple blanket, which I had affectionately dubbed Mr. Fluffy. I was chewed on the back of my pencil, rewriting a popular Christmas carol. Just as I was reaching the third verse of my parody, Jingle Bells, Donovan Smells, lo and behold, the subject of my song stood above me. Ah! And my older brother, Donovan, yelled, "Where are my presents?" I glanced over to see what the commotion was. His gangly arms were flailing frantically as he dug through the presents under the tree. "What do you mean?" "I mean, there are 4 presents under this tree, and they're all for you." I yawned, unable to resist teasing him. "That's because I'm Mom and Dad's favorite child. They loved me so much they gave me your presents too." Donovan scowled ferociously, the evil gears in his brain ticking. "Make me cookies." I was expecting a prank. One always expects a prank in a family of boys, but I was not expecting it to arrive so quickly. 2 hours later, as I was arranging the popcorn strands so that the missing kernels wouldn't show, I noticed there was an unusual amount of writing on my packages. Puzzled, I picked up the nearest one and examined it. My name had been scribbled out, and written in red permanent marker across the tag were the words, "To Donnie, the King of Awesomeness." I glanced at the other 3. Sure enough, they were addressed similarly. "To Donnie, the bestest big brother ever. To Donnie, the supreme emperor of cookies. To Donnie, the worshipful king of the kitchen." I rolled my eyes. I hoped he wouldn't be disappointed when he discovered that I had asked for socks for Christmas. Just then, my mom walked in. Her face went slack at the package in my hands. "Who did that? Who ruined that tag? Nicholas made those when he was 4 years old. I had a set of them." "What?" I said defensively. "You think I wrote Donnie, King of Awesomeness on my own Christmas presents?" My mom pressed her lips tightly together. Her eyes were storm clouds. Without a word, she strode angrily from the room. I knew Donovan was in for it. Now, there are a few things you have to realize about my family. The first is Donovan has an unhealthy, gluttonous affection for cookies. And the second is that my mom is as clever as all of her children put together, and when she gets revenge, she gets revenge. While my dad took all 3 of my brothers to the store for some late Christmas shopping, I decided to bake a batch of cookies for Donovan. Even after this morning's prank, I had to give him something for Christmas. Unfortunately, they didn't turn out. They had melted into one big flat pancake as hard as a rock. I had to protect my reputation as a good cook, so I scraped them into the trash can, figuring I could try again later. I shoved them as far down as I could and covered them with a pizza box so my dog couldn't get to them. After a quick shower, I decided I would attempt a second time at cookie baking. To my surprise, Donovan was standing in the kitchen, a Walmart bag in one hand, happily munching on the batch of flattened sugar cookies. I knew he was a germophobic. He wouldn't hold hands with me if I looked under the weather, and he quarantined himself to his bedroom if I had the sniffles. So naturally, him eating cookies out of the trash can was unheard of. "Did you get those out of the trash can?" I asked. Donovan froze in mid-bite. "What?" "Those cookies didn't turn out, so I threw them away," I said. His face was starting to turn colors. They were on the counter, on a plate." "No, they weren't. They were at the very bottom of the trash can, on top of the sour milk and the moldy bologna." My mom meandered in, an impish smile on her face. "So, how are those cookies tasting, son?" After washing his mouth about 15 times, Donovan promised he would make my mom a new set of Christmas labels, and sure enough, he did. On Christmas morning, as we sat around opening presents, there they were. To Nick, from Mom and Dad. To Aunt, from Mom and Dad. To Brianna, the ugly stupido head, fatso frog spit, jelly demon meanie pants, from Mom and Dad. To Donnie, the ultra mega supreme smart so epitome of awesomeness and king of sparkles, from Mom and Dad. Despite the horrendous gift tag, I did make Donovan a proper batch of sugar cookies. And as for the ones that had been in the trash can, Donovan had been so preoccupied that he left them out on a plate. And my dad ate them. Every last one. True story.